Hey, Steven's Mind here. Get in my mind. I've got Tom MacDonald, Charlie. I've been away for 4 days on a men's retreat, a Christian men's retreat, to kind of reset and think about what my next moves are in life. And this happened the day before I left. I didn't know Charlie. I talked to him a couple times. We follow each other on Twitter. I think it's devastating. The whole point of Charlie Kirk's movement was the moment we stop talking, violence starts. His entire movement was based off of giving the youth a chance to have civil conversation and talk about their thoughts and their beliefs and find common ground. And even with the nastiest people he spoke to, he would end every conversation with, "Jesus loves you. Thank you for talking with me." And I'm seeing a lot of things said about him that just are not true. A lot of things that were taken out of context to make him look really bad. I encourage all of you guys, even if maybe you didn't like him, just to look into it and see the context. I don't obviously agree with everything Charlie says, and I saw a great quote about that. The man wasn't perfect, but doesn't that prove that we all need Jesus? Because none of us are perfect. If everybody knew every second of my life, people would hate me. If everybody knew every second of your life, people would hate you. There's nothing, you can't please everybody, no matter what your opinion is. You could have the most radical left opinion, the most radical right opinion. You could be straight down the middle. You could have an off the wall, crazy opinion about something. And this group of people are gonna love you. This group of people are gonna hate you. But the fact of the matter is, this guy was assassinated in front of his wife, in front of his children, and in front of 3,000 people, and then the world. Nobody deserves that. All he ever did was have conversation. The man loved Jesus. The man respected people. People say he was a racist, which is definitely not true. I'm sure I'm going to get some people who disagree with me, or maybe people who might unsub for me, but bye. I don't care. If you're somebody that's laughing and scoffing at the fact that this man was literally assassinated in front of his family, I don't want you here anyway, so you can go. I don't care. If you didn't like the guy, you didn't agree with the things he talked about, you're more than welcome to stay here. I tell everybody this channel is a great space for us to have civil discourse and disagree with each other if we want to, and have conversation. But if you're somebody that thinks that it's okay to murder somebody and end someone's life, you're in a whole different thing of your own. You're not, I wouldn't consider you even left or right. I would consider you a psychopath. That's where I stand on that. Because there are people on the left, there are people on the right who understand this was wrong. It shouldn't have happened. It's wrong. I spent the weekend with a lot of his friends. You know, this men's group I go to once a year is full of a lot of very successful men. And I was with his old security detail. They weren't there that day, but I learned a lot from them about what happened. And I spent a lot of time with a lot of his friends. So I got to hear fun stories and great stories about who Charlie Kirk was behind the scenes. And he was every bit of who he was in front of the camera and off the camera. And it's just a shame. I would say Charlie Kirk is a rare case where he is a martyr. And he was also assassinated. And you typically can't have both, because an assassination is a political movement, an evil one. And a martyr is somebody who dies for the gospel, who is steadfast in God's word. And Charlie was a bit of both. I like what Jack Hibbs says, God has our days numbered. So if it wasn't a bullet, it could have been a heart attack. It could have been a car accident. It could have been something, but well done, good and faithful servant. It's a shame what this world has turned into. We are becoming barbaric. I'll just get into this. Sorry. Oh.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun. He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous, woke people are the terrorists. They shot and killed a father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now.
That's the thing too, is like anyone else who agrees with Charlie Kirk and his stance, we're all at risk of having the same thing happen to us. And like I said, there's so many people on the left who are subscribed to my channel, and I love you guys. And I'm not saying it's an entire group of people. I think there are radicals out there who are just in a lane by themselves, and that's, yeah.
They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day. Killed in cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't.
That's the thing that really makes me mad, is the absolute vile disgustingness of some people who are laughing at this situation and celebrating this situation. What is wrong with you to think that this is something to laugh about and celebrate? That is evil. It's disgusting. It's vile. It's horrible. Nobody, I don't care who you are. There are some political figures that I do not like at all. I hate what they stand for, and I just don't agree with anything that they do. But if this happened to them, I would be on my hands and knees praying for them and their family. I wouldn't condone violence on anybody. I think it's vile. It's really wrong. It doesn't matter. Like, everybody should have a voice. We should all be allowed to have a voice, unless you're scoffing and laughing at somebody who died in front of their family. That's terrible. There's a fine line with free speech where you just cross a line. A lot of people are claiming, well, free speech, what happened to free speech? Free speech does not protect you from losing your job for running your mouth and saying something stupid. Freedom of speech protects you from the government. It doesn't allow the government to silence you when you say something off the cuff. But there are still consequences to saying something stupid.
In cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't kill a villain or the evil that it comes with. You killed a father and a husband. And I'm so tired of the left and all the wokery. We can't get along if you just kill us when we don't agree. Sniper rifle fire from a liberal that no one sees. Scared I might be next to die when I'm just buying groceries. Charlie, we'll make sure your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And we ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
One good man did change it all in a day, in a weekend. And that's something I also want to be careful of with people and myself, is not to put somebody on a pedestal over Jesus. Charlie represented a lot of amazing things that Jesus represented, and the foundation of who Charlie Kirk was is the man who died for all manner of sin. And it's true. So I heard somebody say at the men's retreat, if Charlie was alive today and had a voice, he would be telling everybody to forgive the man that shot him. That's what he would be saying. Just the same way Jesus did, forgive them for they know not what they do. If you can't forgive others, don't expect you to be forgiven. And that's something I'm working on too. I have to pray for my heart to be softened. I have to pray that I can be more forgiving and love my neighbor, even though that my neighbor might be somebody who has a radical point of view. And that is That's the human in me. That's what separates us truly is, and I'm talking to all people, just love people. Love people, forgive people. If we can all just find a way to love each other and coexist with each other and help each other, the world would be such a better place, don't you think? Oh, it's over. That was good. I thought I was gonna cry. I'm glad I didn't. He made a mistake taking Charlie Kirk out because now thousands of people are rising up. He's been made a martyr. A turning point has happened, and people are mad. I'm mad, and I've got to pray about that. But a lot of people who were quiet for a long time are speaking up, and I'm one of them. Love God, love the fight, love your life. Do not give up on anything unless it's bad for you. Like being a horrible person that laughs at people who have treacherous things happen to them. Bye.